Hi, my name is Richard T. Morris, and I'm thrilled to be here with you today for Barnes & Noble Storytime. I'm the author of this book right here called Bear Came Along, illustrated by Lewin Pham, and I'm going to read it here. I will tell you that I find it difficult to hold the book and to turn the pages and read it at the same time. So I have two books here, and what I did is I went ahead and took the dust jacket off one of them here. It's kind of cheating, but if you do that, you'll see that there's another cover underneath. You have a book at home, sort of bonus cover there. Bear Came Along. Here we go. Our first illustration is a masterful one, and it shows us the scene of our story that we're about to go on here, sort of from a bird's eye view. And we see the river running through a forest here, and we see the river sort of entering, from nowhere here. And if you look really closely, you'll see some animals. Here's a bear, and a frog, and some turtles, and there's a beaver. And then you'll see some raccoon tails there in the tree, and there's a duck all alone there by the riverbank. And then it twists and turns, and then we come to this little problem here, which we're going to get to. But notice here that except for the river, the whole scene is in black and white, and I want you to remember that as we get to the end. Once there was a river that flowed night and day, but it didn't know it was a river until Bear came along. Bear was just being curious. And you'll notice a bear here got on a leaning tree and it's about to crack. Bear was just being curious. When he realized what the river could do, in he goes. But he didn't know he was on an adventure until here comes somebody into the frame. I wonder who that is. Froggy hopped on. Froggy hopped right onto his head. I love that. Froggy was a lonely frog who was looking for a friend, but she didn't know how many she had. That's a mighty big bear right there. Until the turtles showed up. The turtles tried to warn them about the things that could go wrong. They didn't know how to enjoy the ride. And look here at the turtles here, looking very concerned here. Until Beaver climbed aboard. Beaver was born to captain. He knew exactly where to go, but he didn't know about the detours until the raccoons dropped in. Now it's a party. The raccoons were so excited about the twists and turns ahead, but they didn't know how to be careful. Until they crashed into Duck. Uh-oh. Duck was so content being right where she was, but she didn't know there was a world to see. Until it looks dangerous. And that is exactly how you're supposed to look when you're about to go over a waterfall. There our friends are, poised on the top of the waterfall, about to go over. Bear held on to Froggy. Froggy held on to Turtles. Turtles held on to Beaver. Beaver held on to Raccoons. Raccoons held on to Duck. Best way to go over a waterfall. Oh, what a ride. So many different animals living their separate lives, but they didn't know they were in it together until the river came along. I want to take you to our last illustration here, and there we are back at the river, seeing the bird's eye view. River coming in here, and then the river disappearing mysteriously as it winds around, and there our friends are in the middle of their journey somewhere. And I want you to notice that the whole scene now is in color. We're all in this together. Be safe. Thank you for listening.